Hello, Namaskar, Jai Guru.
Namaskar, Jai Guru. How are you
Uh,
today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am also doing good. Thank you.
Uh, the other day, just 2 days back, one of my friends asked me, for a reason perhaps, that are you free on 29th, this Saturday? I mean, tomorrow.
Okay.
Uh, mm, anyway, I had to say yes or no. But what I said instead is, well, some 16 years back, uh, this particular date, before this date, I was happy. But from that date, I became married. So, jokes apart, people say from their experience, many people in the society, that I was happy before marriage. And this is the tragedy of our life, that we get into marriage or we marry each other for happiness. Right? People wish us happiness, but it ends up in total despair. So,
True, very true.
viewers, today we are going to discuss about very important aspect of life, that is about marriage, uh, as an institution or as a social custom. So people wish us during our marriage happy married life. Uh, anyway, that those wishes also have values, but at the end of it, the couple has to carry it for their entire life. But often we see that in present time, marriages don't last long. I'm not saying no marriage lasts, but many times we get to see that marriages don't last because of various reasons. So today we'll discuss about those reasons, unfortunate reasons. So over to you. Like, and whatever you'll be speaking out of your experience. And viewers, both of us, we are married men. So I think that qualifies us to talk about this matter.
Oh, absolutely. So there's a very funny thing I would like to start with. I read this joke some time ago. It goes like this. In the first year of wedding, the husband speaks and the wife listens. In the second year, the wife speaks and the husband listens. And in the third year, both of them speak and the neighbors listen. So it is on a lighter note, but a true reflection of the grim reality of marriages in our society. Marriages are breaking down. The marriage as an institution is kind of collapsing. This is really, really unfortunate. And it is a marriage, as Sri Sri Thakur Nukul Chandra says, progress and procreation are two important objectives of marriage. A race emerges from the wedding, from the wedlock, right? So if a marriage collapses, family is going to collapse. Just imagine what will happen to the kids, what will happen to family members on both sides. If families collapse, a society is going to collapse. If societies collapse, a nation is going to collapse. So huge ramifications when marriage as an institution collapses. I think that's what is a very unfortunate, but that's the reality of our societies today.
What could be the reason? As you said that about that joke, another joke comes to my mind right now. Is somebody once said that it all starts with the engagement ring, then wedding ring, and the later part is only enduring, like
Yes, yes.
getting with each
Yeah.
other. And when
Yeah.
it
Some
goes,
other people also say suffering.
yes, suffering. Yeah. So
Somewhere it ends there as well. Yeah.
yeah, but the ring breaks. That is the unfortunate part of it. What I feel is the very beginning is wrong. In Hindi,
Hmm.
we say na Bismillah mein hi galat hai.
Yeah.
And we don't judge properly. I'm not saying that we need to think too much about the future, but about compatibility, that matters. Anyway, we'll go into compatibility issues little later. Like, say, a vehicle, right? I have a petrol driven vehicle. Uh, so in that, if I feel diesel, will it run? It won't, right?
Yeah,
Because it is not compatible with that. So
very true.
for running a machine, we properly use the manual. We don't go against that. We follow the norm. But when it comes to
Yeah,
our life, we take pride in breaking the norms. This morning you
true.
were talking to me about like what is the new trend. People are discarding all the social norms, and they're taking pride in that.
Yeah,
That casteless marriage, casteless society, dowryless. Okay, certain things are good. Dowryless, this and that. These are good initiatives. But what our ancestors, our forefathers have set as norm, social norm, they have done extensive research in social sciences, right?
yeah,
Not in modern terminology, but they have done, and then they have prescribed certain norms. Now, it is very easy
yeah,
to say that
yeah,
I don't believe in any norm. So,
yeah.
what do you feel about that?
I think a marriage is a relationship between is a union between two individuals, husband and wife, and it's a union which involves commitment, collaboration, care, love, emotions, um, and it survives based on commitment and love for each other. But when it becomes like a business, right? When it becomes like that, I come to this marriage, I have something to gain, and you come to this marriage, you have something to gain. So it's about gaining uh, from the wedding, from the marriage. But what about giving? Sisi Thakur says, in a marriage, the husband and wife become one. They become part of each other, not partners of each other. When they become partners, right, then it becomes a business, right? So it's about 50-50 sharing. But is marriage is not about 50-50 sharing. Is about commitment. So when two people live in a house, they do not necessarily develop a bonding, right? If you keep brick after brick, you can't build a wall. They can collapse anytime. But to keep the bricks together, we need a cementing factor which can keep the bricks together, right? So like bricks staying together cannot make a wall. So a man and woman staying together do not make a family, right? So if they have to have bonding, then there has to be a cementing factor which combines the two, which joins the two. Like cement joins the bricks, there has to be a cementing factor that can combine the two. And Sri Sri Thakur Nukul Chandra talks about ideal centric marriage. In the marriage, at the center is ideal. Ideal is the common factor. Like the cement unites the bricks,
Yeah,
ideal unites a husband and wife.
yeah,
And when and husband and wife have a common ideal,
yeah,
common master or guru, then I think they would both try to fulfill the same interest. If the ideal does not exist, everybody will be interested in fulfilling his or her own interest, right? But when there is an ideal, then they have a common interest. That probably could be the bedrock of a foundation of a successful marriage, an ideal centric marriage.
yeah. Well said. And when you said about this part and partner, like, so I also feel the same. Like the moment you said that, another thought came in my mind that these days what is happening is marriage, more than becoming a contact, it has become a contract, as
Yes,
you said, right?
correct,
So,
correct. Yeah,
see, two energy systems are coming in contact with each other, not two physical
yeah,
bodies only. Okay, physical
yeah,
aspects is also important. As you said,
yeah,
procreation is one of the main purposes of marriage, but definitely not the only purpose,
right.
right? So it is not just two physical bodies coming in contact with each other. It is two
Yeah,
energy systems, right? Merging together to become one. and taking up a huge responsibility for for the progress of humanity, to bring or invite souls to the world,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And now we
And
are,
as you rightly said, two energy systems should build synergies. But there
yeah.
is no synergy today. There is disaster, unfortunately.
Yeah, in science, often we say not to, when two waves merge, right? There can be two ways of merge. One is destructive way, one is constructive way. So when they merge
Absolutely.
in,
Yeah.
that is called interference, right?
Yes.
Constructive interference and destructive interference. So destructive
True.
interference leads to annihilation, total
Oh, yes.
annihilation of the race,
Yes.
right, in human
Yes.
society. And constructive
Yeah.
I mean interference, uh, progresses the society. And as you
True.
were talking about the cementing factor, right at that time, some idea was coming in my mind. I just scribbled. I don't know if I can share, because if I can share, it will be easy for people to understand. Perhaps I'll just try. Huh?
Sure. That'll be
I was
nice.
thinking of that when you were saying about that cementing factor is needed. How rightly said. Now, those of us who have done a little bit of chemistry, we have seen that water, the chemical formula of water, molecular formula, I mean, H2O, right? The molecular
Yeah.
structure is something like that. Is it visible?
Uh, I think something is coming up. Yeah.
It came,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, so this is the molecular structure of water: one oxygen
True.
and two hydrogen, right? Now, see, this tells us a story about life actually. Why water is essence of life. Like one way of looking at it is, if you can see that there is no direct connection between the two H, right?
Yeah.
So both are being held by that O, oxygen. Now, if we
True.
look at it as two H for two human beings, right? So they are together, but without any direct connection.
Yeah.
There is the cementing factor here. O. So we can call this O as omnipotent, omnipresent Lord, right? So if
Very profound example.
that is
Very
how
profound.
we lead our life, and actually in the system of marriage, doesn't matter which sect or which belief system we hold on to, there is a witness, right? And we
Yeah.
make God as the witness by whatever name we call it as. Now,
True.
breaking out of all this without knowing the very reason for all of this
Yeah.
cannot be show of our education, right? Now, in the name
True.
of education, we are determined to break out of all this, which you feel as shackles for us.
Yeah.
So, so this is such a disservice to the society.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
And we can talk about the divorces today. Many marriages are ending in divorce. What do you think about it?
yeah, divorces, as you said before, that we start with lot of expectation, right? Business deal, that I want this from you.
Yeah.
I don't have a sense of giving to the other
Yeah. Yeah.
partner or other. The very word partner should not be used, because the moment we use
Yeah.
partnership, it talks of business transaction, right?
Yeah.
So the other person who is coming in my life, it's another human being, right? So to look
Yeah.
at that person as a human being and to have that synergy, if that is in our mind, then breaking up or breaking the relationship, that becomes, that would be a nightmare for us, right? We cannot think of that.
Yeah. I was reading some statistics.
Mm.
In Kerala alone, in the state of Kerala, 75 divorce petitions are filed every day. I
Oh
know
God.
that's alarming.
Wow.
Mumbai, a city, right?
Mhm.
About 22 divorce cases are filed every day. I mean, these are like one state, one city. Imagine the country. You know,
Mhm.
it's alarming. Again, this reminds me of another funny thing I'd read a few
Mhm.
years ago.
mm,
The article narrates a scene of an American family,
mhm,
and where the wife is speaking to the husband, and she's saying, "Your children and my children are fighting with our children," right? So funny, but
yeah,
a reflection of the society over there. But
mhm,
what probably was a very common thing in the West many years ago, uh,
mhm,
we are seeing that in India today, right?
mhm,
Very, very unfortunate. I think the number of divorce cases has gone up. And Sri Thakur has called divorce a sin. He said this must be prevented at any cost. He says it destroys families. The biggest sufferers, those who are at the receiving end, are the children.
mhm.
They are deprived of love, affection. They just go into depression, go into a cell. They don't know what to do. It's a crime. Yeah,
Yeah, that way would be called as criminals, nothing less than
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And as
yeah,
you said, that so many divorce cases are filed in a single day.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
I look at it this way, like this is a trend of the present generation. In our previous generation, our father's generation, this was not the way it used to
yeah,
be. That court marriage, that concept,
yeah,
it was not there
yeah.
in India. So I always look at it this way: that a marriage which starts in court should end in court. There is no other way. So and in divorce. Personally, I have not registered my marriage yet. So so for that,
That's
if
an
you
interesting one.
people call
Yeah,
me old timer, let it be.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't want to take the risk. Right? So, so this is a
yeah,
very deep subject, deep topic, and very essential topic actually.
yeah,
We are responsible for our next generation also to show them the way. Right?
yeah,
So by being successful in our married life, then only we
yeah.
can. That's what I said at the beginning, that we both of us, we are married men and happily married. And happily doesn't
Yes,
mean that we don't have tussles in our family life between husband and wife. That is part of life,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
But those
yeah.
tussles cannot go to an extent that I don't want to see your face and you don't want to
Right,
see my
right,
face, right?
right. Yeah, yeah.
Then why did we
When you
come?
tap on the tabla, it creates music. So friction sometimes can be constructive. It can be beautiful, as long
Yeah,
as it is not destructive. You
yeah.
know. So friction is okay. It is normal as long as the husband and wife kind of deal with that in a very constructive manner and move forward and learn from that and make it even more meaningful and happy for them as they move forward.
Yeah, you are right actually. From scientific perspective,
Yeah.
also, without friction, there cannot be movement. Also, we cannot work on the
Right.
road if there is no
Correct.
friction. Right. So friction is
Absolutely.
so essential, but we need to
True.
know how to smoothen the friction and how to utilize it to the fullest extent. So
True.
viewers
True.
will discuss about this, uh,
Yeah.
about how it should start. Today we have discussed about how and why it ends,
Yeah.
but we need to discuss about how it should ideally start, so that it will be a never ending process. So we'll continue
Absolutely.
with this in our second episode. We'll discuss about second part 2 of this, discuss about compatibility, like what are the
Yes.
criteria we need to look at before
Sure.
getting into such an alliance. So thank you for watching us. And one video is coming to my mind. I'll put that link in the thing, in the description,
Sure.
which shows that A marries B, then divorces, B marries D. So that complication, and at the end of it, it comes out to be that I am my
Yeah.
own father, something like that. Very beautiful video. So I'll put
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
So okay, bye bye, Jai Guru.
Bye, Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.